On the news tonight, Senate elects Godswill Akpabio as the Senate President, while Tajuddin Abbas becomes Speaker of the 10th House of Representatives. Civil society group champions active youth participation for good governance. And commemoration of World Albinism Day. Stakeholders advocate affordable health care for people living with the condition. Thanks for joining us on the evening news on NTA Channel 5 Abuja. My name is Aisha Oba Ali. Former Governor of Akwa Ibom State and Senator representing Akwa Ibom Northwest Senatorial District of Akwa Ibom State, Senator Godswill Akpabio, has emerged President of the 10th Senate and the 15th Indigenous President of the Nigerian Senate. National Assembly correspondent Ignatius Onko reports that he pulled 63 votes to defeat his rival, former Governor of Zamfara State, Abdul Aziz Yari, who had 46 votes. The report.
Beginning of a new era at the National Assembly, usually accompanied by an influx of guests. It's the inauguration of the 10th National Assembly and election of its presiding officers. From the entrance gate into the precinct of the National Assembly to the lobby were a handful of guests who came to witness the big event amid tight security. Inside the Senate makeshift chamber, senators were all seated and ready to elect their presiding officers. A battle of former governors. The awaited time arrived, the election of the President of the 10th Senate and the 15th Indigenous President of the Nigerian Senate. Senators Godswill Akpabio and Abdulaziz Yari nominated for the position of President of the Senate. Then voting state by state in alphabetical order. Eventually, Senator Godswill Akpabio emerged winner.
Godswill Akpabio, who has received the highest number of votes, is hereby declared and returned President of the Senate.
He secured a total of 63 votes to defeat Senator Abdulaziz Yari, who had 46, 17 votes difference. The position of the Deputy President of the 10th Senate was unopposed. Senator Jibrin Barau, as sole candidate, was declared Deputy President of the 10th Senate by the clerk to the National Assembly.
We shall have a seriously forward-looking Senate that will emphasize...
Shortly after the electoral process, the newly sworn-in President of the Nigerian Senate performed his first function, administration of oaths and swearing-in of all the senators-elect.
We've garnered much experience that we'll be able to lead the 10th Senate to a stage that it will be most productive. I can assure you that.
The new Senate is made up of 59 All Progressives Congress members, 36 People's Democratic Party, Labour Party 8, the New Nigerian People's Party has 2, Social Democratic Party is also 2, All Progressives Grand Alliance and Young Progressives Party 1 each. Senate has adjourned to Wednesday, the 14th of June 2023. From the National Assembly, Ignatius Nkwo, NTA News.
Meanwhile, at the House of Representatives, Tajuddin Abbas from Zaria Federal Constituency of Kaduna State clinched the speakership position with an overwhelming majority vote. Benjamin Okezekalu emerged unopposed as Deputy Speaker of the 10th House of Representatives. National Assembly correspondent Lami Ali has the report.
The process commenced with nominations of the contestants in line with the standing order of the House of Representatives. Voting was conducted using the open ballot system, in which members call out names of their preferred candidates. At the end of the exercise, Tajuddin Abbas, a fourth-time member of the House, was declared Speaker, having scored 353 votes, beating 2 other contestants, Ahmed Idris Wasi and Aminu Jaji, who scored 3 votes each.
Member-elect Tajuddin Abbas, 353 votes.
The Deputy Speaker, Benjamin Okezie Kalu, representing Bende Federal Constituency of Abia State, was returned unopposed. The clerks to the National Assembly administered the oath of office.
And that I will abide.
And that I will abide.
By the code of conduct.
By the code of conduct.
Contained in the 5th schedule.
Contained in the 5th schedule.
To the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
To the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
So help me God.
So help me God.
That as a member of the House of Representatives.
That as a member of the House of Representatives.
I will perform my functions.
I'll perform my functions.
Honestly.
To
the best of my ability.
To the best of my ability.
The Speaker carried out the first function of presiding over the swearing-in of other members.
Member of the House of Representatives. I will perform my functions honestly. To the best of my ability.
We are your members, and I congratulate you, and on behalf of them, I hand over my handover notes as a Speaker of the 9th Assembly. This will be a guide to you, and I hope you continue from where I left. Congratulations, and God bless you.
This victory is not just about me. It is all about us coming together as a united house to serve the Nigerian people diligently. It is about honoring the trust that has been placed on us and working tirelessly to deliver on our promises of good governance and effective representation.
Tajuddin Abbas is the 9th Speaker of the House of Representatives since the return of democracy in 1999. Born in 1963, Tajuddin Abbas has a doctorate degree in business administration. The Deputy Speaker, Benjamin Kalu, is a lawyer by training. The two new presiding officers are the choice of the ruling party for the positions they now occupy. From the National Assembly, Lami Ali, NTA News.
And the first congratulatory message is coming from the presidency. Nigeria's President Bola Ahmed Tinubu says the election of distinguished Senator Godswill Akpabio and Right Honorable Tajuddin Abbas as the President of the Senate and Speaker of the House of Representatives for the 10th National Assembly is a good development. President Tinubu also congratulating the new Deputy Senate President Jibril Baro and House of Representatives Deputy Speaker Benjamin Okezie Kalu for their well-deserved victories. Said being elected by their peers as presiding officers and assuming the leadership of the National Assembly is a great honor that comes with huge responsibility. He urged them to justify the confidence reposed by members and many Nigerians, while wishing Senator Abdulaziz Yari and Honorable Member Idris Wasi and Honorable Amina Jaji, who enriched the process with their participation in the leadership election, the best and a successful tenure in the 10th National Assembly. President Tinubu urged them to sustain the same level of enthusiasm they brought to the leadership contest in the discharge of their duties to their constituents and Nigeria. The president congratulated all members of the National Assembly across party lines who enlisted into the service of the people, stating it is a collective responsibility to diligently and faithfully serve our fatherland with the oath taken, and it is time to get on and move swiftly with the business of governance in the service of Nigeria. And another congratulatory message. In the meantime, the amalgamated APC support groups has congratulated Senator Godswill Akpabio on his election as the President of the Senate. In a release signed by the group's Deputy Director, Mariam Yunus Danjaki, the support groups described the election of Senator Akpabio as an attestation to the fact that hard work and loyalty pays. The group enjoined the members to close ranks with all contestants to work in harmony and in cooperation with other arms of government for the betterment of all Nigerians, while wishing the new Senate President good health, condition, and God's wisdom in discharging the responsibilities. The group advised him to carry every member along in achieving his goals. For democracy to thrive, there is need for adherence to the rule of law and active participation of Nigerians, especially youth, in democratic processes. That was the standpoint of discussion during a conference in Kefi organized by Beyond Boundaries Legacy Leadership Initiative in collaboration with North Central Youth Alliance for Democracy to mark this year's Democracy Day. Muhammad Awalu completes the story.
This gathering of participants has one thing in common: listening to discussion and reflection on the democratic journey in Nigeria thus far, courtesy of Beyond Boundaries Legacy Leadership Initiative, a non-governmental organization which advocates for inclusive democratic governance.
There is need for us to leave behind the Nigeria that was built on mutual suspicion. At the end, we are all Nigerians tied up in a single garment of destiny.
Nation building is a building that will outlast all of us. And therefore what is important is to give our contributions so that in the future there are people that will also continue to support what we are doing.
Discussants at the conference were unanimous on the need for continuous nurturing of democratic process in Nigeria.
The youth are the future and the foundation of this country. And we saw the impact of the youth in this last election. The youth of Nigeria changed the narrative of elections in Nigeria forever in the last election. That means it's possible. That means, I think, in my opinion, we are growing, because people are becoming more aware of their power and people are doing things the right way.
By the time you bring in policies as our leaders, they keep on bringing policies. And then the challenge we have is when you go into implementation, the president cannot be the person to follow implementation from point A to point C. There are individuals within the government cycle or whatever cycle that are expected to move these policies from one point to the other.
The theme of the conference is Democracy in Nigeria, Echoes from the Past, Achievements in the Present, and Hope for the Future. From Kefi, Muhammad Awalu, NTA News.
And to health, providing affordable health care for people living with albinism is one of the advocacies for stakeholders as part of the commemoration of World Albinism Day. Yours sincerely has that report. Mary and Donald are people living with albinism from birth. Fortunately, their parents are not living with albinism but carriers of the gene.
It's a big problem for persons with albinism. I will appeal to the government to start the skin cancer treatment in National Hospital again, because most of our people with albinism are dying. It's not everybody that has the money to go to National Hospital for treatment.
I have a little melanin that protects me from the sun. Okay. Yes, but other albinos were not fortunate like me. A lot of them have that problem. They don't have melanin in their skin.
According to statistics, there are more than 2 million persons with albinism in Nigeria, but just a few of them are privileged to have the basic amenities. Activities of non-governmental organizations such as Albino Foundation, now the All Right Foundation, TAF, has made the issue of stigma and marginalization over the years to have reduced.
It's a call, it's a clarion call for a more inclusive approach to accommodate those that have been further left behind, and albinism is part of those that have been further left behind.
The theme for 2023, which is Strength and Inclusion, has been so visible, especially in the 2023 general elections with the new Electoral Act, even though significant progress has been made in terms of inclusivity in governance for people living with albinism. However, the health of these people, observers say, is also imperative. In Abuja, celebrated on June 12 every year to raise awareness about the need to end child labor around the world. Hawa Gimba takes a look at the 2023 World Day Against Child Labor and its importance to all nations.
Reports from the United Nations Children's Fund indicate that more than 150 million children globally are engaged in forced labor, many working under hazardous conditions, thus limiting the children to proper education, parental care, and growth. The 2023 World Day Against Child Labor draws attention to the plight of children with a focus indicating that it is time to join voices for the children globally. Underage children around the world work in inhumane, exploitative conditions. These years mark 21 years after the origin of the World Day Against Child Labor. The theme for this year is Week of Action Against Child Labor. It emphasizes the importance of ending the sufferings of inhumane treatment against Nigerian children. Hawakimba, NTA News.
Niger, the Global Strengthening Families Conference is here once again. Join the Strengthening Families Conference Abuja 2023 happening at the Abuja International Conference Center from the 21st to the 22nd of June 2023 with the theme Strengthening Marriages. This conference will be both virtual and in person, so visit www.strengtheningfamily.org to register and participate. Remember, registration is free.
Ya za ku ji idan aka waye gari babu kasar nan, sai hargitsi, zub da jini da kuma yaki a cikin kasar. Ina dole ne mu tashi tsaye don kare kasar mu koyi warware matsalolinmu ta hanyar tattaunawa, mu taimaka wa jami'an tsaronmu don ganin kasarmu ta kasance a dunkule, dukkanmu ɗaya ne. Mu jinjina wa gwamnatin tarayya don kokarin da take yi don ganin mun kasance kasa ɗaya, al'umma ɗaya. Najeriya kasa ta ce, kasar ku ce, kuma kasar mu ce. Mu dage don ganin mun kasance kasa ɗaya, al'umma ɗaya. Kasancewar mu kasa ɗaya shine zai jawo kwanciyar hankali da kuma abin sha'awa ga duniya. Mu guji abin da zai jawo zubar da jini, yaki da kuma tashin hankali a Najeriya. Kwanciyar hankalinmu shine ci gaban tattalin arzikin Najeriya.
Now let's find out what is trending in the world of sport. Let's join our sport desk for more details.
Super Eagles captain Ahmed Musa and FC Porto defender Sanusi Zaidu has linked up with his teammate in camp ahead of the 2023 Africa Cup of Nations qualifier against Sierra Leone, due to hold on Sunday. The Super Eagles players commenced their first training Monday with the players in camp working out in the gym in Lagos. Super Eagles coach Jose Peseiro now has 21 players at his disposal following the arrival of Sivasspor winger Ahmed Musa and Porto left back Zaidu Sanusi. Talking basketball, FIBA Africa has announced Ghana as the host of the 2023 Africa Under-16 Boys and Girls Zone 3 qualifiers. Host Ghana will battle Benin, Cote d'Ivoire and Nigeria in the boys category, while Nigeria battles Ghana in a two-horse race in girls division. The qualifiers will take place at Eden Heights Sport Complex, Wager, on June 22 to 24. In rugby, Nigerian Rugby Federation Monday unveiled the 12-man Black Stallions squad for this month's Paris 2024 Olympic Games qualifiers scheduled for Mauritius. With Sports Brief, Francis Kabile, NTA News.
Thanks for watching the English version of the news on NTA Channel 5 Abuja. Stay tuned as translation comes up shortly. Good evening.
Wai ngona na iwo abeda zaza ishanda yezuma uniye wago bagai kai kitugo da Bola Ahmed Tinubu wo kuchi Senator Godwin Akpabio nung wo wajin gambie no bokun dnagman bedo boda kauda bay tajidin abbas no wajin goya mana no bokun bibi nge asa ye no akinbayin wachige ko bialo ko imbaji e kinye ko kwalo no abei wenga bage wochiba samberkado baba gambie majin no bokun bibi bokun nagmai ona yo jibrin barau bado ngoya mana majin na yo benjamin kali wenga ge na yiza ge zanagbai ya yiwe na bage wakun obanu antuko ticheno amba tunte jimba ba jin gaichia na bage taba na azajun ko amba timban bado no azaje nanu eikinye onkoyun bado gonbwala parti APC ya baku bugba fun wu baichi samberika ga oza no atun owo ijingabie no bokun nagmeyin inje Godwin akpabien ngabie majin bedegwenya na yo Mariam Yunusa dan jaki wagange akpabion owo shipeye dai kwen poto jobe jejenu ama awotun manai nwo jinleyin akona gawo shipeye nkwen ngabie kwen ba nchige bala abwadna donu azaje mbabwa ashipeye dnanu ansaye ntigena ye abwatna jenu bayi bato kunlonu beyeku adua jin ga shokoyi nge ko gawo yemwa manai nchedo lafiya tnishiyan amaje yebeda tazada atmi on asukon saisu
Jama'a masu kallo da sauraron mu assalamu alaikum barkanmu da warhaka ta kai shiga fasarar wasu daga cikin labaranmu yau mai karantawa Yusuf Yakubu. Shugaban kasa Bola Ahmad Tinubu ya ce zaben Godswill Akpabio da Honorable Tajuddin Abbas a matsayin shugaban majalisar dattijai ta kasa da kakakin majalisar wakilai ta kasa na majalisa ta 10 ci gaba ne mai kyau. Shugaba Tinubu wanda ya taya sabon mataimakin shugaban majalisar dattijai ta ƙasa sanata Jibrin Barau da na majalisar wakilai Benjamin Kalu murnar cin zabensu ya bayyana zaben da abokan aikinsu suka yi musu a matsayin abin da ya dace, inda ya ce kasancewarsu shugabannin majalisar dokoki ta ƙasa dama ce mai kyau da ke tattare da nauyi babba, inda ya buƙace su da su dage wajen yin aikin da aka zaɓo su yi domin su baiwa maraɗa kunya. Ƙungiyoyin magoya bayan APC sun taya sanata Godswill Akpabio murnar lashe zaɓe a matsayin shugaban majalisar dattijai ta ƙasa. A jawabin mataimakiyar darakta ta ƙungiyar Maryam Yunusa Danjaki, ƙungiyoyin sun bayyana zaben sanata Akpabio a matsayin sakamakon aiki tukuru da kuma biyayya. Bugu da ƙari, 'yan ƙungiyoyin sun buƙaci sauran 'yan takarar da suka nemi kujerar da shi da su yi aiki tare da sauran hukumomin gwamnati don ci gaban al'ummar ƙasar nan. Ƙarshen labarin namu ne kenan, sai kuma gobe idan Allah ya kai mu asuba ta gari.
Kalẹ́ o, ìròyìn ló ń dé sétí pé láti ṣe amóhùnmáwòrán ìkànnì Karùn-ún l'Àbújá. Ọláyínká Adéníjì ni oníròyìn yín. Ààrẹ orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà Bọ́lá Ahmed Tinubu sọ wípé dídìbò yan àwọn aṣojú-ṣòfin Godswill Akpabio àti Tajuddin Abbas gẹ́gẹ́ bí ààrẹ ilé ìgbìmọ̀ aṣòfin ńlá àti kékeré fún sáà ẹlẹ́ẹ̀kẹwàá jẹ́ ìdàgbàsókè tó péye. Ààrẹ Tinubu nígbà tó ń ṣèkíni kú oríire fún igbákejì ààrẹ ilé ìgbìmọ̀ aṣojú-ṣòfin ńlá ìyẹn Jubril Barawa àti kékeré Benjamin Kalu fìdí rẹ̀ múlẹ̀ wípé wọ́n kájú ẹ̀. Ó ní bí àwọn akẹgbẹ́ wọn ṣe dìbò yàn wọ́n gẹ́gẹ́ bí alákòóso àti aṣáájú ilé ìgbìmọ̀ aṣòfin jẹ́ ohun iyì àti ẹ̀yẹ tó wà pẹ̀lú ọ̀pọ̀ yanturu iṣẹ́ àti ìṣe. Ó wá rọ̀ wọ́n wípé kí wọ́n rí dájú láti má dalẹ̀ àwọn akẹgbẹ́ wọn yìí pàápàá jùlọ àwọn ọmọ orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà bó ti wù kó rí. Ní báyìí àgbáríjọpọ̀ àwọn alátìlẹyìn ẹgbẹ́ òṣèlú APC ti ṣèkíní kú oríire fún ààrẹ tuntun ilé ìgbìmọ̀ aṣojú-ṣòfin àgbà sẹ́nitọ́ Godswill Obot Akpabio tí wọ́n ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ dìbò yàn. Nínú àtẹ̀jáde kan láti ọwọ́ igbákejì alákòóso ẹgbẹ́ náà Mariam Yunusa Danjaki, ẹgbẹ́ náà ṣàpèjúwe dídìbò yan sẹ́nitọ́ Akpabio jẹ́ ẹ̀rí iṣẹ́ takuntakun àti ìwà ìrẹ̀lẹ̀ rẹ̀. Nígbà tí wọ́n ń ṣàfikún ìkíni kú oríire náà, wọ́n gbàdúrà wípé kí Ọlọ́run ó fún ní ìlera tó péye tòun ọgbọ́n àti ìmọ̀. Wọn kò ṣàìrọ́ láti rí dájú wípé ó kó àwọn akẹgbẹ́ rẹ̀ mọ́ra nínú ìṣèjọba bó ti wù kó rí kí ó lè gúnlẹ̀ sébùté rẹ̀. Torí àwọn kò ní ju báyìí lọ káwà láyé kára láì wá gbogbo ká máa ríre ọ̀kọ̀ọ̀kan láàjò kásùn láyọ̀.